Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about Nexo, and not just Nexo the app, because I usually talk about the app and how much I love it, but actually about Nexo, the token, the coin, the cryptocurrency. Because maybe not everybody knows about the token or the coin from the Nexo platform has been doing extremely well recently. In fact, when we look at it, for the last month, it actually went up by almost 50%. I mean, tell me another cryptocurrency that had such a rally in such a short time. So they're really onto something, and that is due to a couple of points which I want to go through in this video. So one of the reasons is the Nexo Buyback program. So that's actually the third round, and where the stakeholders of the platform put money from their own side to buy back some of the tokens on the market. And that's a good thing, and I'll show you in a second why that is. But essentially they're allocating $50 million to buy back Nexo tokens from the markets. And that has started last week, and that's been obviously one of the drivers as well. But as you can see, it's been 4 months, so that was just one of the additional catalysts on there, but definitely really bullish news and a good sentiment and momentum for the market. Because if Nexo token would be useless, they would say, why would we spend our own money to buy back something that is useless, right? But they believe into the long-term capital appreciation of the coin. And I really, once again, like the communication of Nexo. They're regularly sending emails with updates and so on. So that was one of the most recent one I got. And you can see here it's actually the third round of buyback. It's going to be a 6 months long purchase program, and it started last week, and it will be 6 months obviously. And then afterwards, most likely, as they say over here, it will be renewed for another round. So it's not just that it ends here, but most likely it will continue. And that's really good sentiment for the market and for users of the Nexo token. And they're also going to be vesting it. So all the tokens that they're buying back, they're basically being placed into the vesting accounts for 12 months. So it's not like they can easily quickly sell them and so on and do some market trades with it, but actually they're locked up for 12 months, and then afterwards they're available for reinvestment. So that's good as well. And having said that, they're definitely planning to reinvest it later on to put those Nexo tokens to good work, to grow the community and earn extra interest, etc. So more crypto products coming. So that's really bullish sentiment as well. And the great thing, what I always like about Nexo, is the transparency. So if you wanted to see what's happening with these tokens, they're basically on the public blockchain, and you can here click there and see on Etherscan what's happening with those tokens. But why this is a good thing is basically a question of supply and demand. Like anything, the less supply is there and more demand, prices will go up over time. So basically there was a lot of tokens out there, right? In fact, the circulating supply, as we can see over here, is 560 million at the moment. But now that they start buying back some of those tokens, there will be less circulating supply. Well, technically the same number of tokens is there, but they own more. So there's less supply out there for others to purchase. And having said this, let's say the demand stays stable or actually increases because of the news, then the demand supply will change, and that will cause the price to increase. And that's exactly what we've seen over here. And now by buying those coins back, they become much more desirable because there are just fewer coins out there that people can buy. So naturally the price for it, the desirability, the exclusivity goes up. Now 50 million is still relatively small compared to the total market cap of Nexo token, but it's the right momentum, and that's why we see the prices shooting up. And for me, that just confirms that Nexo is really doing the right thing. I mean, we've seen so many other crypto exchanges and companies folding during these times, and they were just over leveraged, right? Even the likes of Crypto.com and others, they spend so much money on marketing that now in difficult times, or crypto winter if you want to call it, they're really starting to struggle because they have to pay real money for the sponsorship, which is backed by crypto that's consistently devaluating. And that's why they're really starting to struggle and cut back some of the benefit. Now Nexo, on the other hand, they never did that. They only incentivized their users, so they paid really high staking rewards. That was probably the biggest benefit they gave, but they never really over leveraged by paying and subsidizing and sponsoring other events. And that's why, contrary to companies like Celsius, Hodlnut or Volt that had to fold and even stop withdrawals and potentially going into bankruptcy, Nexo, touch wood, so far has been doing extremely well. Really clear and crisp communication, really explained to their users what's happening, the potential dangers, but even the fact that they often help them with some of their liquidity issues, for me just once again reassures that they're doing something right and their financials work out. And I think that's also one of the facts why a lot of people are now jumping onto the Nexo token, because they see, wow, there's a long-term potential of the platform, and if the platform is doing well, the token will do well, because obviously those two are linked. Because the more Nexo token you have, the more benefits you get on the platform, such as lower trading fees, higher staking rewards, etc. And of course, when we look over here, the sentiment overall for the Nexo token is mostly bullish, and I always recommend CoinMarketCap to kind of see what people are saying. So it's really nice. You can see over here, what's the overall sentiment, what are people saying about it, what's the feedback, and just to kind of see what's happening Plus, of course, I always check Twitter and hashtag Nexo to see what people are talking about. And if there's something bad, you will first see it over there, because that's a good indication that something is happening. Or on the flip side, of course, if there's buyback or other positive news coming out, you will definitely see them here as well. And I always like to see where is Nexo being traded. And as you might know, a few months ago, they were actually listed in quite a few other marketplaces as well, because before you could only buy them through the Nexo platform. But that, of course, limits the exposure of the token, because not everybody uses Nexo platform, right? A lot of people are on Binance. So now, as you can see over here, the biggest marketplace for Nexo is actually Binance. So that's really, really good, because it means it's a truly global cross-platform coin that is being traded. And that can only be good, because the more people get involved and have access to the coin, the more demand will be there. And with the lower supply, will consequently long-term only drive the price up even further. So for myself personally, I'm actually not buying any more Nexo. I did that in the beginning because on the Nexo platform, the more Nexo tokens you have, as I said, the more benefits you get. So I wanted to make sure that I'm at the highest loyalty level on Nexo. And that means at least 10% of your entire crypto holdings should be Nexo tokens. So if, let's say, you have 10,000 euros worth of crypto in your portfolio, at least $1,000 of that should be in Nexo token, ideally more. So then you're higher than 10% of your total holdings. And then you're the platinum member and you get the most perks and benefits from the platform. So that was my goal. So that's why in the beginning, I exchanged some of my other coins that I didn't like anymore into Nexo, plus bought a few additional ones. But now, to be honest, I stake all my cryptocurrencies and get Nexo rewards. So you can choose to get staking rewards paid in the respective cryptocurrency that you're staking. So if you stake Bitcoin, you would get staking rewards paid in Bitcoin. But if you choose that, it will be at a lower rate. If you choose Nexo, you will get actually a higher. So you stake your Bitcoin or Ethereum or Polygon, whatever it will be, but you're gonna get paid Nexo token and it will be at a higher percentage. So that's what I'm doing. It's gonna get paid to me every single day. So in addition to my staking rewards that I get paid in Nexo token, at the same time I get cashback rewards paid to me in Nexo every time I make a payment. And now, as I use my Curve card with my Apple Pay and my Nexo card attached to it, I pretty much use it for everything. I get 3% cashback, 2% on Nexo, 1% on Curve card. So this way I keep on accumulating additional Nexo tokens. And that's why actually recently, with the increase in price, my balance went from around 9% Nexo token, where I was for a while a gold level member, that's slightly below platinum, but now it actually moved up significantly because the price went up and I keep accumulating Nexo token through staking and cashback. So now actually I'm at almost 14% Nexo token of my total portfolio. And that's without me having to buy anything additional. It just means that over time the value of the token becomes much more valuable than many other coins. And that's really, really good to see, especially with factors like the buyback program. And I'm sure there will be more news coming out. Just a couple of days ago, Nexo started talking about the Nexo Pro, which will soon come out. That's basically going to be a second app that you can have on top of Nexo that integrates with your current Nexo account, but will be geared towards frequent traders. So there will be even lower fees, and it's going to be really another new addition and hopefully bring in even more people into the Nexo ecosystem. Guys, as you can see, I'm super bullish on Nexo. Again, this is not a buying recommendation. I'm just a random guy on the internet sharing with you my personal opinion. So you don't have to buy it because I say so. As I said, I'm not buying it myself. I just keep on accumulating using my other cryptocurrency because long term, I really think there's a big price appreciation ahead. And once the overall macroeconomic situation changes and the market turns and picks up again, Nexo is really one of those projects that I think is really going to boom. If you want to see how you can get a crypto loan without paying any interest, then check out the video over here. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.